What is up, critics? In this video we'll be talking about the unreleased drip feed cars for the Cayo Perico Heist update. We will most likely get one vehicle every week if the previous drip feed vehicle release patterns are the same. And a big shout out to Foxy Snaps on Twitter, who always provides info on the unreleased DLC cars for every DLC. I'll leave the link to his Twitter down below in the pinned comment if you want to check him out. So we have a total of 11 unreleased drip feed cars for this update. So let's start with the legendary Motorsport website. We only have one new car for the entire update added on this specific website, which is a brand new sports car called the Grotti Itali RSX. Now this car looks like a supercar because quite frankly it is in my opinion, so I'm not sure why Rockstar put it in the sports car class, but anyways, this car has a normal price of about $3.5 million and a trade price of about $2.6 million, which makes it the new most expensive sports car by a long shot. At the time I'm recording this, we don't know what unlocks the trade price for this car, but I guess we'll find out once it eventually releases. So this car seems to be primarily based on the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, which is absolutely insane. This car in real life has almost 1,000 horsepower, 986 to be exact, and is mainly a hypercar to be honest in terms of performance, and it's kind of weird that Rockstar categorized it as a sports car, but I think we might have a new possible king for the sports car class, taking down the Pariah and the GTO by a substantial margin. I guess we'll find out once the car eventually releases and we get our hands on it. Alright, moving on to the 7 San Andreas website, we have 5 new vehicles on this specific website. So starting off, we finally have a new go-kart added to the game. The community has been wanting one for a while, and now we finally have a go-kart in GTA Online. So this go-kart is called the Dinka Veto Classic and has a price of almost $900,000, which is ridiculously overpriced for a little go-kart in my opinion, but that's Rockstar for you. Crazy prices. Now for those of you who remember the $100 billion community heist challenge Rockstar had about a month ago, they promised a free new vehicle if the community could beat that challenge, and also a special badge of honor for players who participated in the challenge during that time. So if you didn't know, the community did in fact beat that challenge by a long shot with a total combined take of over $1 trillion, which is absolutely insane. So for the people who say GTA Online is dead, I think this proves that it's very far from dead. But anyways, the free vehicle the community is getting for completing the challenge is the new Dinka Veto Classic I just showed. Rockstar states all GTA Online players can claim it for free from the website between December 18th and the 20th. They go on to state that it will go to its normal price on December 21st. So make sure you get it between the 18th and the 20th to get it for free. Otherwise, you're going to pay almost $900,000 for it. So to clarify here, every single person is getting it for free as long as you log in between those days and actually claim it. Now, for those people who actually did participate in the heist challenge and completed a heist finale during that time period of the challenge, they will be awarded an exclusive Panther varsity jacket, which looks pretty cool. Obviously, nothing completely crazy, it's just a clothing item, but I think it's kind of cool to have it. Anyways, the next vehicle we have is the Dinka Veto Modern. So this one is a modern racing go-kart, which looks amazing in my opinion. This one has a price of almost $1 million for a go-kart. Not a supercar, not a crazy new sports car, it's literally a go-kart. So this is how you know Rockstar is definitely quite crazy with the prices. But I'm sure the community is going to develop some awesome races for these. Also keep in mind that both go-karts are technically in the sports car class for some reason, so I'm guessing people who create races are definitely going to have to restrict the race to just those two go-karts when they make them. But I'm hoping Rockstar will maybe have some exclusive new go-kart races or something once they actually come out, but I guess we'll see eventually. Moving along, the next vehicle we have is the BF Weevil. This one is in the compacts car class and will have a normal price of about $870,000 and a trade price of about $650,000. This car is obviously based on the original Volkswagen Beetle. I can't believe that after all these years with the off-road BF injection weird looking off-road Beetle, we finally got a normal version of it. I'm very excited to customize this thing once it releases. Next up, we have a new truck called the Vapid Slamtruck. So kind of confusing, Rockstar's naming with their vehicles is a little strange. We have the Vapid Slam Van, which is a custom pickup truck. Now we have what seems to be a kind of flatbed slam van tow truck, and they're calling it the Slam Truck. Very weird, but that's Rockstar. But anyways, this truck has a price of about $1.3 million. This truck seems to be based on a 1950s custom car hauler flatbed truck. I'm not sure if we'll be actually able to transport cars in the back of this thing. I highly doubt it, but hopefully Rockstar does that. I really hope we can actually drive a car onto it and then kind of lock it in place by pressing right on the D-pad or something. I think that would be really cool to see. But nonetheless, it's a very cool looking truck for sure, even if it doesn't have that function. But it would make a lot of sense and kind of be worth the price in my opinion, if it can actually do that. And lastly, for the 7 San Andreas website, we have a new compact car called the Briozo 300. This car has a normal price of $610,000 and a trade price of about $460,000. So this car is based on a combination of the original Fiat 500s built through the 1950s and 70s. You can actually get a better look at this car in a Rubio's mansion property during the Cayo Perico Heist. Now, moving on to the Warstock website, we have 5 new drip feed vehicles on here. All of these can actually be driven during the Cayo Perico Heist, but unfortunately Rockstar is not letting us buy them right away and instead leaving them for drip feed, which I really don't agree with too much, but anyways, that's Rockstar for you. The first one is the Manchez Scout with a price of $225,000. This bike is in the motorcycles class and will probably be usable in off-road races as well. Next up, we have the Vetir transport truck. This one will have a normal price of about $1.6 million and a trade price of about $1.2 million. This one seems to be based on the Savium SM8 transport truck from the 1960s. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Pegasus vehicle, but I guess we'll see. Rockstar is always full of surprises. Moving along, the next vehicle we have is the Squaddie with a price of about $1.1 million. This truck is in the SUVs class for some reason, I'm not sure why. I think it would have made a lot more sense in the off-roads class, but anyways, this one is obviously based on military Humvees and the Hummer H1, which is just awesome. For those of you who've driven the Squaddie in the Cayo Perico Heist, I'm sure you've noticed it actually off-roads pretty decently in its stock form, and it's something I am very much looking forward to customizing when it officially releases for purchase. Next up, we have the Weaponized Dinghy with a price of $1,850,000, which is an insane amount of money for a dinghy with a mounted gun on the front. Judging by the patrol boat and the longfin boat that, spoiler alert, don't have any customization at all, I'm pretty sure the dinghy will be the exact same way, with no customization, and you're kind of stuck with it in that strange color combination. And lastly, we have the Verus ATV with a price of about $200,000, which makes it by far the cheapest new vehicle from the entire update. This ATV is primarily based on the Polaris Sportsman MV850, which is an awesome off-roading ATV, so naturally Rockstar did put it in the off-roads class. In general, this ATV is quite random for them to add, but I guess it's cheap enough in comparison to the other vehicles anyways. So those are all the drip feed cars for this update from all the websites for the next 11 weeks or so. So as far as release order, no one really knows, as Rockstar kind of alternates between the websites whenever they want. But because of the websites themselves, we do have a rough idea for the order. And also, due to Rockstar's dates they have given us for the free go-kart and the casino podium car, we can make some better guesses as well. So according to Rockstar and their newswire, the Vito Classic Go-Kart will officially go on sale normally on December 21st, which is Monday. Not a Tuesday or Thursday, surprisingly. And the current casino podium vehicle, which is the Osiris, that one ends on December 21st, which is a Monday, which means that the next event week will most likely be the next day, Tuesday. So it seems like event weeks are going to start happening on Tuesdays rather than Thursdays like before. Now the go-kart going officially on sale on Monday is extremely odd to me. I'm pretty sure the dates are a little skewed because of them giving it to us for free on the 18th, but again, very strange for sure. Now if we take this with a grain of salt, it seems like we will be getting drip feed vehicles on Mondays and then new event weeks on Tuesdays, which is very strange for sure. I think they're probably just skewing all these dates because of the DLC they released on Tuesday and also Christmas as well, which is on Friday of next week. I'm pretty sure we'll all go back to normal to the usual Thursdays after the holidays are over. But I will let you guys know in the pinned comment once we have some more confirmed release dates and we notice some patterns. Also, I'm sure some of you are wondering when I think the drip feed vehicles will come out in what order, so I will be leaving my personal predictions in the pinned comment of that order. And as usual, I will be making the reviews and customization videos of these vehicles once they officially release. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.